Look, man. Um, I need to get up and go to walking because the hold on. Let me get this right. I have a problem with people. Like I've been hearing this word go around, even to this day, in this new era, 2024 era. Um, People say you can't certain people can't handle rejection. Say you can't handle rejection. You can't take rejection. Of course, you can't take rejection. Um, I want to try to break it down. Like they say that if you can't deal with rejection, like you take it personal, or that means that you have a level of insecurities or something like that. If you can't take rejection, is that really true? Is it really true? Let me ask this question. Okay, maybe you might can. Maybe there are some people out there that's used to it. Like we're used to it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that are used to it. Uh, can you say it's a level, or is it a sign of level of insecurities? I don't think nobody wants to be denied of food. If somebody's hungry, right, and you tell them, no, I only have enough for my feed my family, and they say, well, I'm hungry, I ain't eating 3 or 4 days, and you say, well, they say, well, it ain't my problem. That's your problem. That's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with that. How you think that person is supposed to feel after you done said that to them? That does that make them have a level of insecurities about themselves because they you turned them down. You was able to give them food and stuff like that. You was able to give them food, and you refused to give it. They said, well, I only have enough to feed my family. I only have enough to feed my family, and I don't have enough to give. I just don't have enough to give you. I'm sorry about that. Oh, they just saying, like, are you really sorry? Like, if the person, of course, they're gonna walk away, and they're gonna on the outside, from the outward appearance, they're gonna be like, oh, it's good. That's all good. It's cool. But deep down on the inside, do you think that was a? Do you think he gonna weave away from that and be like, oh, I feel so happy, I got rejected. Ooh, that felt so good when that person told me that. I felt so good when that person told me that. What good? How good does that really feel for somebody to come up and tell you? Now you can get used to it being rejected, and you if you get immune to it, it may not bother you because you're so used to hearing it. But 9 chances out of 10, come on, man. If you're hungry and you so weak you can't stand up. Don't tell me, goddamn well in your mind, you ain't gonna be sitting there like, um, oh man, I was happy when that motherfucker rejected me. I was happy, man. I was happy. I felt so good. My body got strength in it, and oh yeah, man, I felt good. I wanted to hear that. I was loving every bit of it. What kind of person who would do that? I wouldn't. I would feel some type of way. You mean to tell me I'm supposed to walk away from that situation and act like I'm not supposed to recognize what that individual told me? And I'm supposed to, of course, you're gonna walk around with a smile on your face, but you're gonna still feel some type of way. But more than likely, you ain't gonna feel good. You know damn well you ain't gonna feel good about no shit like that. You just not. Now some people will come up and tell you supposed to feel good when you get rejected. Yeah, you do. I understand what they mean because they going into, well, Christ not rejected? Yeah, but when you read in the scriptures, you read how the Bible says that the spirit was grieved, right? Now I should put that on my other channel, but I'll save that part that I just added for another video on my other channel. But you let's take a child for an example. If a child come up to you and ask you for a juice, you got 30 stocks, 3,000 stocks of orange juices in a building, cold. Let's say, just say a child, oh, that place and closed down. Store closed. They done, all these places and cleaned down here. They must be going to do something else with it. But how do you think that child going to feel? They going to feel, they might, if they're young enough, they might cry. Now, think about it like this here. An adult, if they get stung by wasps or bees or something like that, if they get stung by wasps or bees, something of that nature, if they get stung by some wasps or some bees, we can pretty much, we gonna cry, but we gonna do it in a different way. We gonna be like, shit, goddamn. Just imagine if a 4 or 5, 2-year-old child gets stung by a bunch of bees. How you think that child gonna feel? You think that child gonna be like they happy? No, they're not gonna be happy. They are not gonna be happy. They're gonna start hollering and crying and everything else. They ain't gonna know what's going on. They're gonna just think about that. How you think that child gonna? What the child that's younger gonna be hollering and crying because it's a child. Now I take and use that for an example. Anybody, and they may try to debate you and disagree with you on every subject of whatever matter, whatever subject matter, but at the same time, they even know damn well they ain't gonna feel good if somebody deny them of anything, of food, clothing, whatever it is that they need, and they say no, I can't help it. And they knowing they got it, especially if that person knowing you know that person got it, and they know you got it, that's gonna hurt them. That's gonna make them feel some type of way. Don't sit up here and tell me that it's not. So I'm saying, I'm adding the word, they say you can't handle rejection, because they'll tell you that rejection is a level of insecurity. It might to an extent, but I'm gonna say that person, you mean that person gonna feel, they may not show it, but that person gonna feel some type of way on the inside. That person is gonna feel some type of way. And they know that. They not gonna feel good. They not. I'm gonna talk some more about it when I come back. When we talk back, when I come back, we'll talk.